I am not a pro gamer. Never have been, never will be. Backbone reached out to me through the MetaQuest Creator Program to try out their new controller. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty skeptical. I was like, why would I use this? But for the sake of fairness, I decided to give it a shot because really I think every piece of hardware and tech out there has a use case for somebody, even if it's not just me. The Backbone Pro uses something called flow state technology, and you can seamlessly go between your phone, your tablet, your PC, whichever, and now you can go between that and MetaQuest. There is a paid subscription service for Backbone called Backbone Plus. You actually don't need that to use the controller itself. Setup is pretty simple. There's a button on the very bottom of it right there that you can use to put it into Bluetooth pairing mode, and you just simply go into your headset, turn on Bluetooth, and pair it with your Quest. In terms of native Quest games, I tested this with Tetris Effect. There's a bunch of other games listed on the Quest store that say they have gamepad support, and I tried them and they don't. I grew up playing Tetris on the old Nintendo Entertainment System, the big old NES, just to date myself, and I was very used to using the D-pad. Beyond that, I checked out some of the old gamepad games on the Rift store. There's a couple of controller pad games from Insomniac Games. They made a couple of games like Feral Rights, which is just a 2D brawler that was actually a lot of fun to play all the way through. And then there's a horror adventure game called Edge of Nowhere. It's based off the H.P. Lovecraft book At the Mountain of Madness. Playing these games with the controller, everything felt really nice and responsive. There was no input lag. Everything just felt really good. It's a good premium product. Beyond that, in the last couple of years, we've seen two new cloud streaming services come to the Quest platform. There was Xbox Game Pass that was promised years and years and years ago, and we finally got it, and it worked pretty seamlessly, except I always had a problem pairing my Xbox controller. It never stayed paired. In about 4 or 5 tests with the Backbone Pro, I never had an issue with that. The other service is GeForce Now. It is a browser-based service, so you have to sign in. There's no actual app built for that, at least not yet. We hope we can get one in the future, and this controller worked absolutely seamlessly with that. The Backbone Pro retails for $169.99 USD right now. It's compatible with any Android phone, and if you have an iPhone, you're going to need an iPhone 15 or above. So the real question is, who is this for? If you are only using your Quest to play newer native VR games, honestly, this is probably not going to be a good product for you. But if you're the type of gamer who, number one, games on multiple platforms, if you game on mobile, if you game on your tablet, and you're gaming in VR, or if you're someone who's using your Quest for 2D gaming like the cloud services like Game Pass or GeForce Now, or if you're using something like Virtual Desktop or Big Screen Beta. I used Virtual Desktop when I was testing games for this video. At that point, if you're using your Quest like a gaming monitor, then this absolutely holds value for you because you're not having to switch between different controllers depending on what you're doing.